Can he help them get an even bigger lead?
Time will tell. Paul Pire in the high chair. Feng Hsin to serve. Now, it's tough when you play someone who's as whip-like and, let's say, loose as Sora is. He's got so much power and so much unpredictability, but Feng Hsin had a clear plan on that first point, and it worked. And he sticks with this plan. I like it. How are you feeling so far?
I think we had quite a heated exchange there, which will set up the rest of this match. Both players playing very freely, not afraid to step a little bit away from the table and play their larger shots. We've seen Matsushima there with a big forehand.
What a response to this one. In case you were curious about the plan from the start, it seemed that the answer is spin and get ready. Spin hard, drive hard, get ready, but use that spin and let him take the big shots, the high-risk shots.
Come on!
And the step-around commitment as he turns on this one.
Feng looking pumped to the other side of the table. Really coming out of the blocks with that aggression. Third ball attack so strong so far.
For the briefest of moments, I almost felt like we could see inside Feng Hsin's head, and he was questioning a hand switch, it looked like. Just watch the replay. Yep. He's like, no, I think backhand's going to be the more secure way to go rather than a left-handed forehand.
A lovely down-the-line shot there from Matsushima. That forehand winning him so many points, and he needs to come back aggressive as well. Get that bump, and there we go. Ties the level at 4-4.
This might sound funny, and I'm sure I've asked you this before. Have you played the World Championships, the World Teams before?
Yes, I have.
When you're out here, can you try to explain to someone watching how different it is than any other event, pressure-wise?
It's tough, you know, to explain into words, but right now these players, you know, they're playing for a medal match. I never got the privilege and the opportunity to do that. But even playing in those early stages, there is heat on you. Atmosphere is tense. It's a different mentality when you come into a World Championships.
So you could imagine in a medal match that is a question of if you'll be fighting for potentially gold, it's just exponential. That said, like anything, training, right? 10 push-ups to you might be nothing, but for me, I have to work up to that. Ooh, straight to the jugular.
Right into the body of Matsushima there.
That was like Street Fighter 2 when you win the round. Slow-mo. And it is sort of a street fight out here. It's such a mental game. Physically, you can see these players in the practice hall for hours before this match doing things that look exhausting. And they are, and it's that conditioning, just like the mental conditioning, so that you're not phased when you're out here under the big lights for potentially the biggest match of your life. Back up serve, the bottle challenge. Go ahead, try and take that banana flick because I'm going the other way.
Lovely element of surprise there from Matsushima, gaining him that 2-point advantage. And you feel like Feng started the game, you know, he came out right at the start, attacking, dominating, and Matsushima just wearing him down ever so slightly.
Let's see, 3 game points. This rally right here, I hope every coach forces their student to watch from as many angles as possible and write a paper about. Because 2 shots in a row were crazy, and then the third still saved a game point. But that's it. The door has been closed in game number 1. Ta-ta! Sora Matsushima takes the first to an already leading Japan. 1 match, 1 game in this match. And Feng Hsin is a little bit steeper of an incline on this treadmill that is his life. Game number 2 to follow.
でも全然ストップ続けてもいいからチキータだけになんないストップもコース考えてたまにバック前フォア前 오케이.次もたまに見ろる。次だもん。コース考える。
Our DJ's been killing it in the best way. You don't want the music to stop, but then again, you don't want the table tennis to either. The real music is on the table right now, and the beats of our heart, like a symphony composed by the ball. Ooh. They'll play that again, let service. That's my boy, Sora. Fair play. So Maria, you're Feng Hsin, you start off strong, you got a tactic, it gets you 8 points in game number 1. What do you do in game number 2?
I think you stick with the same tactic, try and change it up. We saw that maybe his third ball attack was maybe a little bit too high risk towards the end of that first game. Matsushima finding his rhythm. But I think Feng has to stay aggressive. You cannot let Matsushima, you know, I mean, he missed that, but there is elements to it that are concerning for Feng. He's getting into his rhythm and he's getting comfortable enough to go for those big shots.
Yeah, very astute observation. A bullying serve, fast and long, saying, I'm not going to give you time to drop your racket for a full swing, but you're going to have to attack it. And if you're newer to table tennis, the reason is if the ball comes off the table and you play backspin, a defensive shot, even for defenders at this level of play, you're almost always in very hot water at a quick disadvantage. There we go.
That's the aggression we need to see from Feng. Matsushima just mimicking on the other side of the table what he intended to do. A little bit of shadow play.
Ooh, it was just a shadow that was all he could catch on the other side on this one because it went by so quickly. It's a smart combination. Get him leaning.
He's exploiting the space on the table, Matsushima. He's really making fun. Oh, and a timeout has been called by Chinese Taipei.
After all that exploitation of the table, they just felt like they had to do something about it, right? Justice, 1 minute to try and solve that exploitation issue.
尿料它连续拧完它的下来就是炸的、用架的都可以。它防一个，防一个变一个，给他整个节奏调掉。他现在跟你对他想要跟你打相持打不起来，因为对方也练掉，你懂吗？所以那个长传你反手跟不过来，他真的反手那种等下来拖慢的给他压，还有直接跟或顶他一下都行。你当然上，赶快给他架给他不练的，不练卡掉，直接站中间，赚不赚2分发？你发斜短给他拧那一下都可以啊。那我们发边边，甚至是他半出仔很甜，你也可以扎。用尽量用那种节奏去加，你跟他打重打快，爱少你拍出打慢打转，打人边打边后翻，相子上来跟到就嘎起，包括该少较少，你少追那个球，他也是打不到你的球啊，更晚呢。好 ，OK。
Time. 5, 4.
Back from the timeout, the question is, when you're on the receive in a moment like this, how do you stop the man? This is crazy to me. This is Sora playing out of character. This is the type of role that gets him an Oscar. When have you seen him play soft spin 2 shots in a row in an open rally?
And that was that Kokimiwa-esque that you were talking about at the beginning.
Exactly. Turns his back to the table for the briefest of moments, a casual leave behind him. Still a 1-point lead for the man on receive. Feng Hsin looking to cash in this timeout.
7-5.
It's funny. I don't want to say it too loud because I'm not trying to draw attention to a man who just wants some privacy, but Marlon sitting next to us said that Kokimiwa is incredibly uncomfortable to play, maybe the most uncomfortable player to play. That's a wonderful compliment. Fiery exchange on this one.
Matsushima doing what he does best on that forehand side of the table. So free and so powerful. Keeps his 2-point advantage.
To me, this looked like it had all the right ingredients. Shallow on the table, low to the net spinny shot. Tough to tell from that camera angle. This one will help us a little bit.
A blink and it's gone.
Okay, a little bit more hype, but Sora gets in for that on his toes to get 6 of the last 8 points before that. Somewhat familiar scoreline here. Sora won this point last time around on receive. Full commitment there as he extends and lunges to set up 3 game points.
Sort of pirouette-esque. You felt if Feng got that back, that could have been game over, but 3 game points.
Seatbelt shot, straps in, buckles up, and is safe. I mean, it's dangerous in the sense that he leaves open the forehand corner, but safe in terms of the quality of the shot, the timing, and the surprise factor. 2 game points left for Japan's national champ, Sora Matsushima. Kishikawa watching on. There it is, closes the door, and it's a 2-0 lead. This gets really tough against the roster, like the roster that Japan brought to the table today. Team Chinese Taipei really could count on Feng Hsin for this. It's an uphill battle. You saw the world ranking difference. You saw their head-to-head. We knew from the start this would not be an easy task. But the heart is what makes it great. Game number 3 awaits.
Set game, Feng to serve, level.
Feng Hsin in a now or never situation has the serves. Does a wonderful job of getting Sora passive. That's rare to do. Smiling and passive. Both rare, but we've seen them both in recent history. Smart, divisive flick, controlling the table, knowing that Feng Hsin, while he has a backhand, would much prefer the forehand.
2-1.
And the smart serve bringing Feng over to that forehand side. So much backspin. And that is world class. He had that point lined up about 10 minutes before he even served that.
He should shave his head right now because you could call him Mr. Clean after that shot. That was just sparkling down the short side.
2-3.
Oh, I like it. The camera was bowing out of respect because Sora missed a shot. Talk about cultural awareness. That was impressive. That backhand, so fluid.
So clean from there. You feel like Matsushima is really in his element. You can see his legs twisting, turning, putting his whole body into the shot.
Bottle challenge. And no timeouts left for Feng Hsin. Tough times. 3-point lead. Ooh, still that whip-like shot. When he makes shots like this, you just don't see him coming. They're quite unconventional. Wang Yitze, the doctor, doing what he can.
And we spoke about Matsushima playing those slightly softer balls. He did exactly that there. It was all in the placement. There was no power to that. It was high, slow.
Nothing about this slow, taking advantage of a little bit of height on it. Sora ripping that ball and whipping himself into a 4-point lead.
Let 7-3. 8-3.
And another short backspin serve by Matsushima into that forehand area. He's getting a lot of points straight off his serve. Or his ability to do a third ball attack. I know that clipped the edge, but he had such intention behind him.
Yeah, this is a perfect camera angle to see. Jeez, man. Even if that comes down clean, not much you can do. But Feng Hsin has not lied down, has not thrown in the towel. It's still possible. As long as they're keeping score, we've seen bigger comebacks. Although this would be pretty huge. 6 match points for a bagel from Sora Matsushima here.
Let 10-4.
And tried to cash in the IOU, but it is 3 straight games. Sora with the touch as well. He's got so many elements to his game. When he's on, he is one of the toughest players in the world. And well, Feng Hsin met his match today, 8-8-4. Sora Matsushima would only allow that much and clinch a second victory for Japan to go up 2-0 in this semifinal. They are 1 match away from a fight for gold against the winner of Team France and Team China. This third one should be interesting, Maria.
Team Japan storming into the lead thanks to that guy there, Matsushima. Soft hands, but also so much power. He will be happy to have got that job done and happy to keep Team Japan. A lovely celebration.
So here's the look. There are 3 more matches potentially, but it's going to be up to the Chinese Taipei team to win